We're a family of 5 who spend most of our summers sailing around in our 28-foot sailboat Helios. Join us as we journey through the rivers and the canals of Europe on our way to the Mediterranean Sea. So we're on our way on 3 weeks of sailing around Denmark this summer. It got a bit late before we got out of the marina last night, so before we were out of the fjord it started getting dark. Luckily the sail club has these moorings, so that was pretty easy to just tie up here and spend the night. So I think today the destination is going to be Middelfart in Lillebælt. It's supposed to get a bit windy, but let's see how it goes. Moonwalking. What are we doing, Asger?
We are sailing under the bridge. Du actually kan det tog over os.
The Little Belt Strait, or Lillebælt in Danish, between Jutland and Funen is crossed by 2 bridges known simply as Den Gamle and the Nye Lillebæltsbro in Danish. The old bridge was built back in the late 1920s and early 1930s, an era where a lot of older Danish infrastructure projects were started in order to create jobs during the Great Depression. The bridge was completed in 1935 and carries rail and a small narrow road across the strait. In 2015, a bridge walking tour was opened across the top of the framework, starting from a visiting center just beside the bridge. The new bridge was built during the late 1960s when it became apparent that the old bridge could not handle the increasing car traffic. The bridge is a suspension bridge and carries the E20 motorway across the strait. Both bridges are a vital part of Danish infrastructure, with the old bridge still carrying all rail traffic between Jutland and the rest of Denmark. We're going for a little whale safari. Are you ready, Asger?
Yes.
Ja.
Man kan godt prøve at røre i dem, men det må man ikke.
Ej, så tæt kommer de ikke på, tror jeg ikke.
Og pege hen af, hvor den svømmer.
Er den mega tæt på nu?
Ja, mega. Det var sådan... Prøv at se, lad mig lige filme, så kan du kigge.
Der var den, ja!
Det er lidt tæt på.
The harbour porpoise, or marsvin in Danish, is the most common whale in Danish waters and is especially common in the Lillebælt Strait. It is estimated that around 100,000 harbour porpoises live in Danish waters. Seals are also quite common, although they are not quite as easy to spot unless the waters are very calm. We're at a very nice anchorage here in Bæktrup Vig, and Asger has just swum over to our parents' boat.
dejligt at være til stranden.
Now explore the island. Fortunately, it's pretty cold and pretty deep just between the island and the shore. I can only just touch the bottom here. Det er koldt! There's some sign over here. We're gonna go see what it says. So it seems this place is a bird sanctuary, but it's okay to be here now because we're in July. It's a very nice place right here.
So now we are on a little trip from Øer to Ebeltoft. It only takes about an hour. And there's no wind.
Very calm seas. Have to look out for the fast ferry behind us. Nok ud nu. So, I met my good friend Kenny here in Øer Marina, and we're gonna sail his boat up to Ebeltoft because he needs to get a halyard fixed in his mast, and they have a crane up there. And we've just headed out the lock here in Øer. Hello. Kan du lide? Ja. Dramatisk. Ja. So we left the marina at Middelfart and we just passed under a new bridge over Lillebælt. Right now we're cruising just outside Fredericia, which is a fairly big container harbor here in Denmark. We're going along at around 3 to 4 knots and have both the sails up. And the wife is cooking some breakfast, so life is good. Lovely home-baked bread. Asger has accepted a challenge. Thinks he can eat a grown-up burger.
Can you do it?
It's not looking so good.
Du Amager. Lurer mig, om det ikke er
Man kan
en pakke
altid
smør.
slutte på en hotdog.
Kom nu, jeg skal mere. Altså.
Hvad så, Asger?
Like a bridge over tonic water, I will lay me down.
The frigate Jylland or Jutland is a sail and screw-propelled steam frigate from 1860, which is now preserved as a museum ship in Ebeltoft. It is one of the world's largest wooden warships and took part in the Battle of Heligoland in 1864 during the Second War of Schleswig, which was the last naval battle fought between squadrons of wooden ships. The ship was heavily armed and had a crew of around 400 people on board. It's funny to think of how luxurious small modern sailboats are even compared to the officers' quarters back then. Some very luxurious quarters were later added when the royal family used the ship to travel to Iceland and Russia. Heading into Langøre on Samsø, our engine suddenly decided to fail on us. We planned on dropping the sails at an anchorage just outside the harbor so we could have a look at the engine, but our anchor would not bite and we started drifting. Luckily, some very nice people showed up and towed us into the harbor. So I think I might have located the problem when I pulled off the hose to the engine. No fuel came out, and now I blew everything I could through it, and now the fuel is just pouring out again. So fingers crossed, let's get it mounted again. Unfortunately, that didn't work. As you can see, I'm still playing with the engine. I've cleaned all the filters out and it looks like the fuel is clean enough, but it just won't start. So now I've called a mechanic here on Samsø and he's gonna come by. He seems like a very nice guy, so he's gonna help me look at it. Maybe it's maybe there's some air that needs to be filtered out. I don't know. Øer Marina near Ebeltoft is one of the few harbors in Denmark which requires going through a lock. The marina itself is also pretty nice, with canals running around the holiday resort which it is a part of. Going on a nice little trip around the canals in Øer Marina. en sjov bro herude. Der kan vel også sejle ret store motorbåde under den. So we just tied up here at the street dome in Haderslev. I put the wife and kids off, and the wife is going to walk up and bring the car down to the marina, and then she's going to meet me down there. So thanks for watching, guys.